Good morning. My name is Jay Ashbourne, and this is, I guess, me grinding Warpforge ranked. We'll see how long this continues, till I get bored or healed or something else is fixed. I've made a slight alteration to the list. We have tried running Saint Celestine. I think she's maybe just slightly on the edge of being good enough. She's a card I do want to run, useful in a lot of situations. I just feel like maybe throwing in another legend might net us a little bit more win rate. We're going to try her out today. Something I am looking to add is the 3E legend as well, but I do not currently have that one. So this is me waking up. It is definitely cold in here. The temperature must have dropped at least 15 degrees last night. It is definitely fall. The seasons are changing. And here we are, hopping into our first game. I played these at random times throughout the day yesterday. Not exactly one time in a row. Belial, very good. Dark Angel's legend, very good warlord. Going to get the prayer up here. Definitely what I believe is the strongest play you can make. I guess Preacher could technically be better because you're perhaps on board. I do like the prayer, however, against several warlords. It does guarantee that you get the one faith in the beginning. Makes your Sacred Rose Sisters come out as 2/3s with the melee and ranged attack. So just gonna throw the Celestian prayer on it. Things that I'm worried about. Oh god, flank troops. DA runs a lot of them. He could play a flanker here on 3. I believe there's a 4 ranged attack, 3 health unit. I can't remember the name of it that he could play here. Doesn't look like he has it. Just goes for the attack. Going to heal him up with a common card. This list is, from what we've seen of it, this single card so far. I don't believe I've ever seen that being ran anywhere else. So maybe not a premier list, just something we're running into on ladder. It is still early season. People are probably trying stuff out, or we may not be hitting the most seasoned players since it is low ladder still. Things happen as they do. Going to throw the Preacher out here. Prayer onto the Celestian as well. We're already at 3 faith. This is exactly where you want to be. If I had drawn Sacred Rose, that would be great. Our sisters would be coming out huge and ready to pray. Apothecary hits the board. Not a good position for our friend here. Already being at 5 faith on 5 is rough. Throwing out some prayers. Well, no, we're clearing. Okay. No health for you. That's cool. Decided on maybe gaining a faith there. Changed my mind. Went for Astrid. Better use of my mana. Or energy, rather. That's going to take a minute to adjust to as well. Getting the most bang for your buck and playing on curves is generally something that creates a lot of tempo. It is definitely pretty strong. Normally, higher energy units have more health, more stats, therefore harder to clear. Here comes a flanker. He is going to clear the Celestian here. But leaves him pretty open on board. Could play the Rose Sister here, or could do Adeline. Or Sacred Rose, rather. We do vouch for the Adeline. She comes down. Astrid providing shields for the crew. A little bit of health. We have an immense board state and a lot of faith already. Only turn 6. This is not looking good for our friend. We've yet to see a teleport. Don't know if he runs them. So that's something that definitely could hinder our shields and get rid of that stuff. Would help him neglect some of that faith gain. We are just top decking hot and gaining mad amounts of faith. decide to pray for the Adeline. Prayer to pump our back ends a little bit more. And we are going face. It is damage time. We are only on 7 energy, and we are already at 9 faith. That is crazy. What a strong, strong start. Sisters can really snowball out of control. If you do not have a turn 2 or turn 3 play to stop this faith gain, it can be rough. Out comes the removal. He is not breaking any of these shields though, and that is scary. We are going to clear here as soon as these animations finish up. I'm deciding whether I want to clear with Erica's shield or not. Change my mind. This is definitely a rough board state. 6-3 is 12, 13 plus 5, 18, 21 on board, 3 in hand, and 3 from the cleansing flames. So 27 damage overall. He needed a Vanguard unit here. That or some better than 7 energy removal. Needed to trade a little bit more efficiently, or maybe play more troops. It's a rough situation. Checking rank. This game was so much of a snowball, I felt pretty bad. And we are just gonna push out here. I guess I'm counting in my head to make sure. Yep, there it is. No removal. We go home. Cannot prayer the enemy. We are just pushing through. Not a good first showing for Dark Angels. I believe they're definitely a lot stronger than this. I think our opponent must have just had a bad draw, perhaps poor construction. Who knows? The world may never see. Jumping right back into another one. As you see, yesterday I did lose some points after I had posted a video. Went back out and decided to keep playing. Definitely a grind. I believe the intro to this video, me at 450, was at the end of the day. And this was earlier in the day. So you will see my points jump around because these videos are not in any particular order. They are just videos that I recorded from yesterday. First appearing of Tyranids. Hand is not too strong. It's okay. Name looks familiar. I have seen that in chat.
Sacred ground, and will now face his judgment.
Swarm Lord.
The holy radiance of the Emperor burns
Trying to force him to talent here to clear that. Maybe gain a faith in the process. Yes, High Legend. He is quite a bit above us. So there's a reason I've seen this around. He's probably on leaderboard currently. That is a ton of stats for the first turn of the game. Ooh, 4-5. Nasty. Deploying their Crusader. Go and pray. Bring this up to 4 health. I would have prayed on the Preacher, except that when I pray onto the Crusader, it forces his unit to trade, and that way he can deal less damage with his Warlord. Otherwise, he would have been able to clear with his Warlord, then hit me for what is now 6 damage. Now it has to go on to the unit, so there was a little bit of thought behind that. Not looking hot for us. It is 4, however. I'm going to throw out the Cleansing Flames. Get rid of that Spore Mine. Melee attack this 4-6. Take 4 damage on the way out, just to clear it. Do not want him having a board at all. Definitely need to fight for some of this. I think Tyranids are pretty good. They seem somewhat strong. I think you need quite a bit of legends to make them good. You know, your, Hive Tyrants and whatnot. But yeah, I think they're strong. They play well. I like their playstyle a lot. Personally, I'm holding out for the Mechanicus. I know we're getting Space Wolves here pretty soon, but I'm personally holding out for Admech. That is my fandom. Sisters is just the only other thing I saw interest in. I considered Guardsmen. Probably would have been better off learning Guardsmen. Sisters was a little bit of a learning curve, but it came out okay, I think. If by the time I've gotten my next legend, if Admech is not in the game, I will be jumping on Guardsmen though. Not really into Space Marine chapters. I know, like, the whole thing, brother. It's just, it's funny to me. It's just, I don't know. Space Marines are, they're just monkeys. It's really just monkeys fighting each other. We do have a clear board here. Pretty good. Out comes another of those 4/5s. He's going to pump it. Out comes the Spore Mine. Getting a little low on life. But I don't think our position is bad. Go for the Amalia here. Yep. 3 from the Sacred Rose Sister. And then knock off the Spore Mine. We have board. It is official. Feels good. Definitely had to fight for this one. Was not a blowover. And we are on pretty low faith. Could definitely use a relics. Ooh, not a good sign. Yep. That would be Tyranid Prime. Spooky. We draw pretty dead here. We do have a clear. The Zephyrum. Or do I see something different? Dominion Superior? Okay. So, 1 and 2.
For the faithless ones.
Yeah, we're going to ping that for 3 and then trade with Amalia. Okay. Just like we stay on board with a higher health unit. Okay. I was thinking Zephyrum face trade and then play something else. Another perspective I guess I didn't see in the moment. Dominion Superior on the board. Nice thick back end, good stats. Opponent on the back foot. We fought for board, we gained control, and now he is fighting in his wake to try and gain board control. A little bit of back and forth here. It's just a good game. Definitely. Not one-sided like the Dark Angels game. I prefer games like these where I actually have to think and layer stuff out, and it's not just, you know, autoplay, smash your buttons, play on curve. I like trading and making intuitive decisions. Okay. Ooh, lots of targets. Yep. Those do have synapse. Okie dokes. What are we gonna do here so it's not look hot? I'm just thinking about getting these things off the board because I do not want them there. Alright, Zephyrum takes out 1. Dominion Superior takes out another. I'm gonna leave 1 on the board. I could have cleared with my talent here. Let's see if this comes back to bite me. Because I definitely could have cleared, taking 2 on the ranged attack and then talenting it, and I would have the 5/3 and the 6/3 still on board. Let's see what he decides to do. Okay, so just breaks my shield, not punished. Deal 3 damage to all enemies. Ooh, maybe punished. Maybe a little. Yeah, the unit got healed. Ugh, that's a rough one. Maybe should have cleared that. Just perhaps. Sitting at 11 life here. Gives stealth and synapses it. Ugh, gross. I do not think I have an out here. Even a Cleansing Flames will not do it. Yeah, the slow debate in my head probably. Out comes the Adeline just for show. Burning a little bit of time here, and probably followed by a concession. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, there's no way. You know he can pump those units. It's like, there's no way that's gonna go. Alright, 2 games down. A little bit of a back and forth. I noticed some Russian in chat here. I specifically remember this because people asked me, it's like, how do I type Russian? So I wanted to specifically show that since I'm on mobile, I do have a little notch in the bottom that gives me a Russian keyboard. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Figured you guys might be a little curious. Alright, here we are for yet another game. Ship an expensive card only to get another one. Darn. That is, not happy.
You are defiling sacred ground and will now face
yikes, this hand looks clunky. We are not pleased. A little bit of a misclick there. That happens. Phone. I can't move much considering, you know, the broken arm. Lifting out of bed actually is uncomfortable. So I can get around enough to like maybe take out the dog or do something like that, but as far as like me trying to do anything for myself, I'm more or less one-armed and it's very much a dead weight. I was in a car accident. I broke my humerus in 2 places, so it's a little bit uncomfortable. The cold weather is definitely making it a little bit more uncomfortable. Definitely noticeable. Something that was different than before. Breaking some faith here. I guess we're just gonna slam down rhinos and play them out. I could have opted to play sisters there, but I think they get cleared easier by flanking units. 6 health is a lot to deal with, so I opted for the rhino. We also have 2 of them. Out comes Cadia Stands. That's a pretty good card, so pretty strong. Doing some damage there to break faith and clear, I'm guessing. So what we decide to do here. Double rhino? Double rhino. Thinking about it. Okay, it is the commitment. We're gonna do it. Out come 2 sisters now. Not nearly as worried about the clear as I was. Clear should be very hard to obtain on a mere 5 energy, so. Muddy. I feel like I've ran into him before. This name is familiar to me. 1 does get cleared, but that is okay. Just got the Tempest Scion out too. I believe that's what that unit's called. Gets the clear on the other one. Yep. Definitely. Or he only clears 1, my bad. He clears the sister in the tank. I thought he cleared 2 for a second. I do not remember this game entirely. I do remember playing it though. I do not remember the outcome. I basically record my videos a day ahead of time. I wake up, I do the voiceovers with my breakfast and coffee, and then I post the video to YouTube. So it's about 24 hours after I play these games that I'm actually reviewing them. Looks like we get to clear with the Zephyrim and the Rhino hit. Out comes another sister, still at 0 faith. Pretty sure we're getting a faith this turn, though. We do have the shielded unit, so we will see what he decides to do. Definitely some thought going out here. Okay. Rally to place October. I wish the names of the units were on the top of the voice lines. Okay. Prayer here. Astrid. Good curve of mana. Going to clear this unit.
To this relic.
little bit of thought. Yeah, so that's a Tempest Scion. Okay, that's where I was thinking from it. It looks familiar. Okay. So getting the clear on this. Preying on the Rhino. That way it takes 2 hits. If you were to kill it, you can't kill it with 1. Yeah. Still waking up. Angel of Caliban. Yeah, he has an Ultramarines profile image. Curious. Sounds like heresy.
I see beyond sight.
Out comes the Astropath, or the Psyker. I believe that's the Astropath. I think the Psyker is different. That one tutors a stratagem and it costs 2 less? Yeah, that is the Astropath, okay. I was like, I know the card, I just don't know the name. Still learning. Relics here. Straight up the 6th Faith. Sacred Rose. Some thought. Clearing the Shock Trooper. Shield removed. The weakened troop. Clearing this unit with a weakened troop also. Going to use the full health Sacred Rose Sister to pray instead of my own hero, the Warlord. Out comes another. These rhinos have done their job. They've definitely created a board presence. Pretty hefty. We are getting on that 9 mana or 9 energy spend. He could have Godspear Warhead, so got to be aware of that. We should consider shielding up next turn if possible. I do think I'm going to have to make some trades to at least clear board. Let's see what the decision is. Clears the Astrid. Gives it flank. Do I slam Catherine here? I very well might. It's either have it or don't. I mean, he either has the warhead or he does not. I mean, you could say it's playing into it. I already have a board in a leading position, but it's not necessarily winning. I'm just kind of mediating faith and praying through shields and making efficient trades. My units are getting low health and I am losing them, so slamming another threat is always good. Let's see, do I make the trade with the Rhino? No? Okay. I believe I am, yeah. I was like, I believe I am slamming Catherine. If I was willing to make the trade with the Rhino, I was looking for a reason to get that out. Okay. So, have it or you don't. See what happens here. Definitely some thought going in. Lots of consideration. Catherine is a huge threat. Or Triumph is. Triumph of St. Catherine. Big threat. Hard card to kill. 2 armor makes her very tanky. She could actually survive the Godspear Warhead. He does ping it first for 1 damage. Out comes the Warhead. He did have it. Thankfully, one of our troops was Divine Shielded. So I keep calling it Divine Shield. My Hearthstone days are far behind me. Alright, another Sacred Rose. Throwing that out there. Gonna ping this Warlord, I believe. Yeah. That way he can not reload his thing into the unit flank. Clear the unit with the sister, pray with the other 2. Get ready to slam this Exorcist.
Not allow this.
The Singleton Exorcist in my deck. Glad we drew both of our top end cards here.
I have seen worse. I have vanquished worse.
Into overtime we go. Alright. Box Operator into Siege Warfare. Ooh. Lumen Russ and the Valkyrie come out. Gonna put some points there. Oh yeah. Actually ran into chat yesterday, and somebody was talking about not seeing Vanquisher in any legend lists. I do like the singleton copy. It provides really interesting board states like this to where you can get clears, although you know, theoretically should be in a behind position. Because outside of Divine Intervention, you don't have any large clears. It is good just to have the extra one. I am going to clear here with my face to make sure that unit cannot, or that troop cannot activate its duty ability. We do not want any of that. Out comes another shock troop. The church is a threat. It is still on the board. Alright. Thankfully he can't give that troop flank, so we are fine for the moment. Hiding behind that, hiding behind that shock trooper. Draw the DI. Counting in my head here, making sure I have enough. Pretty sure I do. Almost misplayed.
Our fire will rain from the skies.
Don't need the DI though, because we are doing 10 and 2 plus 3. Just enough. For lethal. Good game, friend. But yeah, that's the deck I've changed into. We didn't really get to see Celestine shine in any capacity, but maybe in the next few games we'll see if she plays better than things I have been running into. Guess I'll collect my streak here. Run into things. I'm currently sitting just over 500 points. You guys will see that at the start of tomorrow's video. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Here's my list yet again, if you want to glance at it. The change. Don't know how I feel about it. It is kind of flat and heavy. Like when you play it, it's just there, so I don't know. We'll see how it pans out. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.